Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dr. Urvish Patel, and I'm from Texas Medical Center, Houston. I born and brought up in Ahmedabad. I did my medical school from Ahmedabad. Followed by that, did my Masters of Public Health MPH from Icahn School of Medicine, Mount Sinai, and then did 1 year of prelim and 2 year stroke medicine there. Worked in Mount Sinai till 2020. And then I moved to Texas Medical Center, Houston from 2021 to 2025. My primary work is to take care of the patients with the memory care, the patients with Alzheimer, dementia and all. We are having for-profit clinical research organization, we also call CRO or contract research organization, to do clinical trials. We are also having two non-profit working for clinical research teaching for residents, fellow and faculty, as well as we help international medical graduates to achieve their dreams. For US, we help them with the providing our partnership location for rotation, research and other activities. If you guys have any questions, you can write it in the chat box. Am I audible completely? Is there any problem with the sound or everything is good? Okay. Volume is very low. Okay. Anyone is having problem with the volume? Anyone else? No? Yes? Gautam? Am I audible now or no? Gautam? Okay. So in case if anyone is having problem, volume is low, Bridges is good or no? Yes guys? Okay, so quickly disclosure, volume is very low. Volume is good? No?
So actually volume is on maximum level, I believe.
I think we can try.
Shift.
Is still volume low, guys? Other people are having difficulty to hear? 1 second, hold on. What I can do it is,
Volume is on highest level, sir.
hello, is it good?
Hello.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I think it's good. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think it's
Okay, so, okie dokie. So let's begin the session for navigating your USMLE journey step-by-step guidance. Research Update Organization is 501c3 organization located in Texas Medical Center, Houston. And if anyone needs, you guys can connect me after the session finish for detailed talk. Quickly go through a couple of basic questions. Today's session is not going to emphasize more on whether US is better or India is better or UK or Australia is better. Every countries are having their own pros and cons. Some countries are having better work-life balance, when some countries are having better amount of experience. Some places the research is intense. Some are government protection program for physicians are really good. So today we are going to discuss, if you are going to choose US, then why should you choose US and what should be the things that you should keep it in mind. If you are a first year medical student or second year medical student, then I think this is the best time. Then you can choose which country would you like to go. Why? Because if you are going to decide that what country you want to go for in the final year, that it will take a long time to do just your research part, that whether or not X country is good for you or not. Once you finish your research and you decide that okay, I am good with US, then you have to find out whether or not your family is okay with US or not, your friends are okay with US or not. After that, you are going to arrange finances and resources and then apply for the exam preparation, and then you start your preparation for your step one. So the best thing is, if you decide to go for any country during your first year or second year medical college, then it will be way easier for you to make sure that you are going to have a correct pathway selected by the end of first year. In second year, you can prepare for USMLE. In third year, you can give step one. In final year or post final year in internship, you can finish your CK exam. Followed by that, you can go for your externship or electives, and then you can finish the rest of the process, which we are going to discuss, and then you can apply for the residency. So let's start discussion. If you're choosing USA, then what could be the good reasons to choose USA? In US, we are having highly advanced healthcare system where you are going to have opportunity to connect with different healthcare providers from different part of the world. Everyone is having something to offer in terms of maybe good culture, maybe good knowledge, maybe good skills. So you are going to not only work in a system where you are the only community or only representative ethnicity, but you are going to deal with so many race and ethnicity together, and you are going to have a good learning experience from them. So this is going to be a good one of the good reason. Besides that, if you decide that you want to do residency and fellowship in US and then come back to India for, let's say, full time, or let's say 6 months you want to practice there, you want to come here, or maybe like me, maybe 1 or 2 months you want to come to India and then rest of the time you want to practice, then the degree of residency and fellowship and foundation knowledge which you are going to have for research and clinical, both are super solid in many of the programs, and that will enable you to practice or to retire or whatever, or to settle in any part of the world. If your degree is done, if your MD is done from, let's say, US, then that will be valid for UK, Australia, India, Dubai, and many more countries. So that is something, a good reason, that could be a good reason. Professional network and future career aspect point of view, US is one of the very stable country besides India and UK. If someone asks me my opinion that what could be the other options, I said usually that I am more inclined towards US followed by India followed by UK. I don't like to tell someone to go to some other countries, because the future point of view, immigration pathways and immigration point of view, it's very predictable. Now, if you think Trump, whatever decisions are coming recently, they are not predictable, then answer is no. All the decisions which are going on right now, all are predictable decisions because of particular reasons, but those decisions are fixed since many years. So for doctors, it is very predictable pathway, and of course American residency programs are having international value. What is it like to being a doctor in US? Number one is, of course, in a clinical point of view, they are making sure that each and every clinical guidelines or research guidelines are getting up to date, and they want to be in the forefront in the field of medicine. But the most important factor could be you are going to have a balanced career between clinic and research. That could be a good reason. And of course, now we are having non-clinical, non-research fields are there too, leadership fields and entrepreneurship fields are too there as well. So there are a couple of other benefits like evidence-based medicine, following of the evidence-based medicine protocol, which means that whether you are very fresh first year residency program trainee or 10-year old in the field of cardiology, when it comes to heart failure, both read the same protocol. If protocol get updated, you should be updating yourself overnight. So it's very easy to get used to. Better life balance, we'll talk about the life balance, work-life balance ratio, how clinical hours or research hours you can differentiate, or you can choose your timing, and etc. Opportunity to get trained in the world-renowned universities and then you decide what you want to do with your life. And the best thing is going to be, my favorite part is going to be salary and compensation. That is the only slide I want to tell you, that you can take a picture and then take home that slide picture and then think about whenever you get frustrated that what could be my salary or what could be my income. That is the best reward. Of course, whether you choose US, UK, Australia or any country, USMLE, PLAB, NEET PG, UKMLA and different exams are there. So besides your grades, you need to make sure that you need to work on your exams grade as well. Step 1, step 2 CK, OET and step 3 are the exams for USMLE, for US. But all the exams preparation you should do as early as you can. Knowing the system will be giving you more benefit, because knowing the system, that means you are used to, let's say, electronic medical records, which we are using in US and UK and Canada, then it will be easy for you to get used to. So system knowledge is required. Presentation, your presentation skills for patients as well as your presentation skills to your colleague, that matters a lot. Research can help you as well. Communication, great communication, language skill, extrovert nature, those things won't come overnight. For that, you can, for exams, there are people who's going to help you for like say rotation research, people can help you. But communication, language, attitude, that is something won't come overnight. So you need to work on a continuous manner. If you're going to talk to, let's say, every day 5 new people, then it will help you to have your nature converted from introvert to extrovert. It will improve your communication skill or language grip, right? And other thing is that you are going to make sure that make your more and more connection in US, so that all the things you can improve with the help of different mentors. We'll discuss about mentorship programs and things later on. But overall speaking, when you are traveling to US, particularly for USMLE point of view, then you have to pass some hurdles, starting from exams to all the way to your interview performance. And that's why when people says CK score is the only factor deciding your match, then answer is no, because even though you score 240 plus, 250 plus, I have this year some candidate who came to us for help with 258, that person didn't match. So the score matters a lot, but I put score into one of the 5 key points or one of the 5 pillars for USMLE. So what are those pillars? The first one is scores. Number 1 pillar is going to be your score. Number 2 pillar is going to be your well diversified portfolio. What does it mean, well diversified portfolio? I'm not talking about CV, I'm talking about portfolio. So what does it mean? Portfolio means if someone is going to ask you which state you want to apply, you're going to say New York State, or let's say tri-state, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Then they are going to ask you, why are you applying in this tri-state? Why? Do you have experience? Do you have family? Do you have reason? So well diversified portfolio means at least 3 to 4 hospital rotation in 4 different part of United States, in 4 different subspecialty of your choice of interest, 1 or 2 private practice rotations, or 1 or 2 maybe your helpful Indian solid rotations. Research portfolio means abstract to manuscript, conferences to conference, 2 to 3 conference submissions, and let's say we'll look into that later on. In medicine, mean number of publication to match, was 7 last year. So you need to have a diversified portfolio in terms of research. Observational cross-sectional study, meta-analysis, literature reviews, systematic review, literature review, case report, medical blogging. So all are the descending order of the research. So you need to do research as well. Then you need to work on couple of certificates, couple of letter of recommendation. So all those things will give you a very well diverse portfolio. Even your hobby and your interest, 2 things are different, and both things matters a lot. So if someone is telling write your hobbies and interest in the application, don't write 5 hobbies. I just want to make sure that you have one hobby. Why that one hobby? Why that one interest? I'm not sure anyone here even knows the difference between hobby and interest. So make sure you go home, you Google it. What is a hobby? What is the difference between hobby and interest for Ira's point of view? And you make sure that you choose your one good hobby, one good interest. Then third step could be after portfolio, we have networking. You attend conferences, make contact with your senior and junior, make contact with maybe spouse can help you, parents can help you. At least if 50 people are going to tell that you are going to forward, they are going to forward your CV to their program, then rule of 10%, 5 interview, you can get it. So that's a networking or contact or connection or jack setting. Those are the third, that's a third pillar. Okay, the fourth pillar, pre-application preparation, means your CV, PS, MSP, LORs, your picture, and your business card, your LinkedIn CV, all those things should be prepared properly. Those all things comes under narrowing your gold and silver signals. So those comes under pre-application preparation. We will discuss on each things maybe
Sir,
2-3 hours.
Can you check you are completely audible to them?
Am I audible, guys? Am I audible? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thanks, Bridget. So and then after that you are going to have post-application preparation, which means which interview you are receiving. Once you receive the interview, you need to make sure that those interview people you need to connect, thank you email, handwritten notes, some small gifts. Then wherever you did not get interview, tell those 50 people to forward your CV. We call it letter of intent and interest. So all those things comes under post interview preparation. So these are 5 pillars. So overview, I'm going to tell you, then you need to focus on timeline, visa, cost, exams, clinical experience, research experience, volunteer experience, even step 3, Ira's application, and then you're going to work on interview strategy between match, which is September 17 to 20th September to all the way to March 15, match season, outside match season, which is April to August. So you have to prepare strategy, and then finally you can apply for match, and then ultimate goal for everyone is to match, right? Everyone should have or must have an Excel sheet where they should write month by month logical explanation what they are doing and why they are going to do until you reach to the last day of application. Don't have a non-compliant deadlines. For example, people are telling that, oh, I'm doing step 1. My step 1 may be in the month of February or March, and I'm going to finish my CK by June, July, and August, September I'll do rotation or 1 or 2 maybe fake later, and I'm going to apply this September 2026. Is it gonna work? Very first question is, since how long you're preparing step 1? Sir, it's been 1.5 years, so I'm very sure I'm going to finish within next 2 months. That's not possible. If someone finished step 1 in 1.5 year, CK will take another 1.5 year. There is no need to rush because of deadline of the application. You can apply 1 year later on or 2 years later on. Sometimes they say my UWorld is only done 30%. If you are going to do UWorld 2 times and 30% question will be wrong and 4,000 question is in the CK, then you are going to have 8,000 question and 2,000 wrong question. It is 10,000 question, which is going to be taking almost 9 months plus. So have a fair expectation from your side. But our goal is going to be making sure that we can make a timeline for match, and we can make one timeline for outside the match application season. And of course, everyone wants to see this email almost same since last 15 years, that people are waiting for the same email that you are matched in that month. Now, what can you do during the medical school? You can work on a good grades, research in medical school, like ICMR, Indian Council of Medical Research short-term studentship project, or you can also go and write literature reviews, case reports. Those things are that you can do it in medical school. Extracurricular activity you can do it. That doesn't mean you plan your annual fest. It's fine, it's a good extracurricular activity, but if you are doing extracurricular activity, your extracurricular activity should reflect or should polish your personality, leadership skill, teamwork, all those things. And finding a good mentor. This is $1 million advice in your life. If you want to be successful, you need good mentor in that field. And good mentor doesn't mean, oh, that mentor will help me with residency, fellowship, job, maybe career advice, maybe financial advice, maybe let's say monetary means financial advice, and maybe spiritual gurus. All mentors are different. So more mentors are there in your life, you can get better knowledge from them. And if you are a good mentee, and if your nature is like a sponge which can absorb all the knowledge which is given to them by mentor, then your performance can drastically improve in compared to your mentor. So finding a good mentor for USMLE journey, and of course the mentor which could be your USMLE journey mentor may not be your research mentor, may not be your maybe personal statement writing mentor, but try to find out mentors that can help you for different point of view. My research mentor and financial mentor are not the same person, and try to be in contact with your mentor for the longer period of time. They can help you with specialty guidance, what is the current trend, market trend, research connection, residency insight, and too many things they can help you with. Now research, what research you can do it? You can do it case report writing, systematic review, meta-analysis, those type of basic thing you can do it during medical school without any help from other people. And if you are having ICMR funding, or you can join us for observational data studies, will come to that part, but those things can be original observational studies, QI and clinical research, you can do it too. People think that they cannot finish USMLE, so let's go and join MPH MSCR program or long-term research fellowship. Will it help? Answer is no. The USMLE scores are very important, non-modifiable factors. So I recommend that you should focus on first USMLE score and visa. If you screw up in USMLE score, and if you still want to go to US to choose alternative pathway or to choose to strengthen your CV, then you can go and do that. Otherwise, 4 to 6 months of rotations are more than sufficient. Similarly, 7 to 8 publications are more than sufficient. Now, choosing a specialty is based on what do you think to do in your life. If you think your score is 230, and if you want to be neurosurgeon, 230, it's impossible to do neurosurgery, then you should choose the specialty neurology, 1 year stroke medicine, 2 year interventional neuroradiology. That means you can do the neurosurgery related procedure. So you can choose your specialty wisely. Now, how to prepare for your USMLE step 1 score, step 1 exams or step 2 exam? I'm not going to focus more, but mainly the exam preparations are based on UWorld, first aid. In step 1 we have Pathoma and couple of other resources which is available online for free. If you need some other resources help, let us know, we'll provide you the research the whole resources list, and you can start preparation. Now the only advice I have it that don't read so many material and books and Q bank. 1 question bank and 2 books are enough. Now you don't need to do EMBOS and let's say UWorld. It's not going to be helpful. So choose a good strategy, choose a good question bank and good 1 or 2 books which can help you to complete your step 1 in a shorter period of time. The shortest one which we know is 6 months, and the longest one could be 9 to 12 months. Other than that, you are going to start forgetting everything. Now let's talk about CK. Similarly in CK, masters the board and UWorld we have it, and usually 7 to 8 months, like 5 to 6 months you can pass because it's pass and fail. Here you need 7 to 8 months because it's score based exam, and do not sit in your exam if you don't have at least 5 mock exams score. Mean score is about 240 to 250. Step 3 is something you can do it after your interview finish, or if you don't match in a first attempt, mean number of attempt before which someone matches 2. That means if your scores are great, but if you don't do rotation, research, conference, networking and other activity, then chances are you are not going to match on a same year, you are going to match on a second year. So make sure you plan properly the exams. Rest of the things are not going to be the problem. Clinical experience, whatever you are going to do during your third year and final year in your medical school, if those rotation you are going to do in US, we call it clerkship or sub internship. Whatever you are going to do during internship in India, the same time you are going to do outside India or outside your hospital, whatever rotation, that we call it externship. Being international student, you can do externship and you can do clerkship. Now, once your clerkship or externships are done, once you graduate, after that, whatever you are going to do in US, we call it observership. People do use the word hands-on experience, but hands-on experience could be observership, could be externship as well. Now, some of the people are doing externship, not only internal medicine, but they do internal medicine and cardio, ID, hemonc, GI, pulmonary. Is that called externship? Answer is yes. But that is called elective externship, because those are not your selective subject. Those are your election that you did it to choose some subspecialty which is not available to do in India. The rotations in India, we don't do it in cardio or hemonc or GI. So those rotations you can do it as an elective externship. How to apply? There are a couple of options. Cold emailing, best thing which we did it in our time. The second one, apply through the university portals. Third, through VSLO. And we also have our own portal of Institute of Foreign Medical Graduate Education, and we have 42 partners. So if you want to choose one of the university from those 42, then you can apply through us as well. And other than that, when you are applying, make sure you write it a personalized email if you are applying by yourself, that why you want to do rotation there. It will be create a more personalized touch. Another thing is, most important thing, whenever you are applying for observership or elective or externship, few things you need to make sure. Number one, is that rotation in hospital or in private practice? If the rotation is in private practice, it is not going to help. Of course, it will help you to learn if you are going to sit there and learning, but it is not going to help without actual hospital rotation. If you are applying, then you need a minimum 3 letter of recommendation from the hospital. So it is not going to help towards your actual rotation. Now, if you are going to pay for those private practice rotation, that is going to be even more risky, because if you are going to pay, that means you are, because of your resources, doctors are earning more, they are seeing more patients, so their more focus is not going to be on teaching, their more focus is to see more and more patients. So first question, are you going to be in the hospital or not? If yes, then is it going to be every day, every hour, or 1 hour in a whole month? Or there is 0 hour involved in the hospital, but they are going to give you a fake letter on the hospital letterhead. They promote, many people promote. Is it a good idea? Answer is, if you are going to get catch during the interview, then the chances that they are going to put as a do not rank. So if you did rotation in private practice, or if you do tele rotation, it is okay, it is not wrong to do, but then the letter will be of private practice. Sometimes what happens, they say, oh no, don't worry, we'll give you the private practice rotation based hospital rotation letter. There is nothing like that. In that case, either some parties, some middlemen, some agencies are lying, and that can make you lose your money, and you are going to again end up with reapplying next year. So hospital rotation, you are getting payment salary to in the residency for doing inpatient rotation or inpatient experience. Then you should make sure that your all rotation must be, if possible, at least for 3 rotation must be in the hospital. Second, how many people are getting trained by the doctor? If a doctor is giving every year 1000 letters compared to someone who is going 10 letters, then the value of the 10 letter is better than 1000. Okay, that makes you unique and that makes them unique. So maximum number of rotations someone should do it with one doctor is going to be around 2 or 3, maximum 4, 48 students a month, not more than 48 students, sorry, a year, not more than 50 students a year. Now, a third question you can ask, are you going to get performance based LOR or not? And are you going to get it on time or not? And you can also ask your friend that people who receive the letter from those doctor even match or not. Because what happens sometimes that letters are even very personalized, but they will not give it on time. Then what is the meaning? If they will give the letter on time, and if it is personalized, and if they write it, and that's also I have seen in American doctor, they write it that this XYZ doctor is very risky if he or she is on the floor. It will endanger patient's life and will not be good for hospital. And you think that, oh, I did Johns Hopkins rotation, my letter will be tremendous. I had a really good term with the doctor. Doctor either did not give letter or give it late after application season finished, or a 3-paragraph or 3-line letter, or if they give you personalized letter, if they screw up by writing such thing, in either cases the whole application is screwed. So it is very important to choose the letter writer with the strategy, and during rotation also you can do many other things other than doing only clinical work to impress them. You can do overall so many other activity too. Are tele rotations worth? In 1-line question, if it is free, yes, everything whatever is free is worth. But if you are going to pay, then make sure how many hours you are going to spend for tele rotation and how much knowledge you are getting out of it. But if tele rotations you are doing it, and if someone is saying that, hey, don't worry, I'm going to give you hands-on experience of US hospital, no one is fool. Every doctors go, or every program director go through 10,000 application per year. It will take only a second for them to know what type of rotation it was from your knowledge. So whatever you are doing, write it. You can take extension from your graduation, leave your internship in the middle of the internship for 2 months to 4 months to do rotation. Maximum you can take a gap of 6 to 8 months, but other than that it will be a red flag. Other programs, MPH, MSCR, MHA or MS Biomedical Research, those are a good programs that can enhance your CV and networking after USMLE exams, or you screw up USMLE exam with the low score, or B could be a good backup option if you don't match or if you never match in the residency. But other than that, you should not waste money on MPH. Similar programs you also have it which are more affordable, and some of them are free, so that could be a last resources according to me. Then you work on your application, even the coat, tie, if it's in person, second visit, second look, then perfume, bag, everything matters for girls, whether it's a single pearl jewelry or diamond jewelry, whether their hairs are open or not, even whether or not they're using sometime MAC makeup or non-MAC makeup. So many small factors matter. Your background matters, your light, if it's a actual tele interview, then that all those things matter. So prepare for your interviews, which means interview preparation doesn't start from your communication, your thoughts, your communication, your extrovert nature, those things are one thing. As I mentioned, your surrounding, your light, your laptop, your computer. If middle of the interview, if in a 5-minute interview, if 3 times Zoom network will be gone, or if they can't see you properly, then they are not going to rank you at all. Make sure you align with your story properly, explain your gaps. 3 things that can make you unique than your fellow candidate, and 3 things that you think you are weak but you can achieve over the period of year, over the period of time. Those things you should know. If someone is telling that, okay, tell me your 3 strengths, you cannot say I'm a good team player, I'm a hardworking person, and I'm very reliable. Everyone will say that. Okay, so 3 things you should be deciding, as well as you have to prepare why. Right, you are a good team player, but then when it comes to second look, you will bunk second look, and you are not going to see other people because you are busy with somewhere or you are not interested. Then they will think you are not a good team player, or you are not a good committing person. You are not committing me a second look. What you going to do in future? So all those things matters. If you don't match, that's a whole different story. You have to prepare yourself again. But if your interviews are less than 5, then start preparing for next cycle, even though you have a 0 to 100% chance of match. Do not waste for 1 or 2 months. If you are not doing anything, that means it's not going to be helpful in the next season. If you don't match, improve on your clinical experience, publication, attend 3 to 5 conferences, and make more network. And then make sure if your step 3 is pending, you finish your step 3, and that way you are going to have a little bit leverage from previous year. Total expense, most important slides. USMLE exams cost somewhere around $5,000 total, to your elective, observership cost, living expense, residency application, interview, season, and other costs. Total will be $25,000 to $30,000. So when you're choosing USMLE path, you have to make sure how you're going to manage all this expense. Next slide, or later on slides, are a little bit more relevant, but initially you have to invest $25,000 to $30,000 without MPH. With MPH, around $100,000 plus, and with interest of $150,000. But SBI bank and other banks are even giving loan. Sometime if your scores are good, then they give you a safe loan, non-collateral loan, so that you can complete your application part. There are different type of residencies. We are not going to look into that one. Different type of visa, H1 and J1. If you have double-digit interview, negotiate for H1B. If you do not have double-digit interview, then focus on J1. Salary, this is the old slide. Salary right now starting from $65,000 onwards up to $75,000 as a resident. So from $65,000, if you see carefully, this $25,000 will be paid off within 1 year itself. So you don't have to worry about, and majority people pay off their loan within 1 or 2 years of their residency. After that, what can you do? After that, you can apply for fellowship. You can apply for J1 waiver, attending physician H1 job. You can apply those job 9 to 5. You can apply those job 1 week on, 1 week off, 1 month on, 1 month off. Or you can do locum travel doctor, every day $2,000, $3,000 salary. You can per day charge, and then you can travel. Or you can do MBA or MHA and go for leadership role. We also call ourselves healthcare developer. In US pharmaceutical industry or hospital, doctors are making it, doctors are running it, and doctors are making sure that they are the responsible party. On the contrary, here we are having real estate builders who are making hospital, who are running pharmaceutics. So we don't have that thing. So majority of the company owner or majority hospital CEO, CMO, here maximum level in India, let's say BJMC, Baroda Medical College, the highest level of qualification a doctor will be having is medical superintendent, chief of doctor, chief of staff, we call it. But in US, above superintendent, we have designated institutional officer, doctors, chief medical officers, chief executive officers, CEOs, and even presidents. Everyone are doctors, just they don't practice anymore. That's the only difference. You can involve in academic research, 60%, 70% clinical and 30% research. Or like my mentor, he's working 15 days, 15 days out of 365 days clinical, and rest of the 350 he do research or take a rest. So that type of work also you can do it, depend on, but for that one you also need MPH, PhD, MSc or DRPH type of degree. Or you can return to home country or go to any other country and practice there. How much you earn after being attending. Now this is the next slide, which is, as I was telling you, very important positive reinforcement for any applicant. So this is a 9 to 5 academician's salary. For public health, preventive medicine start from $250,000 to mainly people are doing internal medicine 273. 273 for academic is a good number, but if you work as internal medicine in a private practice, in a hospitalist week on week off setup, or travel doctor, then salary can go up to another $50,000 higher than whatever is written here. The only problem is the salary is stagnant throughout your life if you are not going to think out of box. The salary 10 years back was also same, and right now is also same. Not like India, when your years increase, your experience increase, your salary increase. So you have to find out other options of earning income as well. If you are working 1 week on, 1 week off, then 1 week off you can do other jobs too if you want to. So this is the basic salary, but you have a easy potential to reach up to the second double the payment from whatever it is here. Now networking is going to be the very big role. Networkings are divided into 5 subsections according to me. Number 1, the best networking could be your spouse and your parents. Whatever networking they are doing it, that is going to be very effective. And number 2, your alumni associations, your senior and junior who match into residency. Number 3, whatever consultancy or agency you are part of, that consultancy are having also 10-year track record. So that 10-year track record could be helpful, and their students are going to be helping you with the networking portion. Number 4, and most important, networking by your own self. You go to 5 to 6 conference, meet 10 to 15 people in each conference, and if you want to convince those 10 people, you have to meet another 50 people to convince 10 people. So such way, if you have at least 50 people who promise you that they are going to help you, or they are going to forward your CV to someone, then in that case it will be a good number of interview. Let's say rule of 10%. If you have 50 people, then 5 interview you can secure through networking, and couple of interviews, 2 or 3 interviews you can get it by yourself if your scores are less than 230, 240, or if your scores are higher, then you can have 5 to 7 interview by yourself. So that's the 4th method of networking. And the 5th method is when you are going to apply for the residency and you get the interview, then if you study the interview or interview faculty, resident and fellow, whomever are going to take your interview, if you send them thank you note, if you send them your handwritten letter, and if you tell them that you want to work with them by any mean, then even though you match there, even though they rank you or not, irrespective to anything, they will help you in your other part of the journey. For example, they may say, hey, I don't know, I can't commit for your match, but I can commit for A, maybe working on research project or case report, or B, maybe I can check your CV or PS next time if you don't match, or if you don't match, come here for rotation. So that is the 5th way you can even get the networking. Now, how can we help? We are having, as we discussed, we have 2 different wings. One is for helping you with the visa and rotations in university, hospital and community hospital, where we are having whatever they are charging, they are giving us an almost 50% flat, 50% off price, and that way you can do some university rotation. We have our private practices where you can do free of cost rotation as well. So we can help you with the rotation part. We can help you with the mentorship for going from beginning to end, and not only that, but if you match, then we can help you with the green card filing application or contract negotiation for your job as well. Besides that, my other organization can help you with the making the whole research process into very simple framework, and we can together the program under which you can learn 100 hours research, 4 to 5 hours per week, and you can publish a good number of 7 to 8 publication in a year in a fast track process. So our team of instructor, residents and attending can help you to improve your overall profile. And if you're going to do research, then the research are required for community hospital, because they don't have funding, they don't have analysis skill, they don't have MPH type of student. So research is maximum appreciated in community hospital. In academic hospital, you need research to get promotion. If the residency program is not ACGME accredited, then they don't get funding. So for accreditation also they need research. For fellowship admission also you need research. So basically learning, research, and how to publish, all those things are going to be very helpful. And we can help you under Research Update organization and Institute of Foreign Medical Graduate Organizations umbrella, with the collaboration of Canon, and then we can make sure that we can have your Excel sheet with the monthly activity as we were discussing, that can be ready. Usually people go to the such conference and present their work to the other people. We are having couple of other groups too. For example, we have a Research Flix type of program where you are going to have all this recording what we are doing right now and many more. My previous recordings are there, you can scan and watch for free. And as well as we also have a 2 hours per month medical research scholar program, which will be starting on the first weekend of February. First Saturday of February, that's going to be 7th of February. So you can join such any of the program, and then you can learn research if you are not applying next year. But if you are applying very next year, then you have a very short time, then program could not help. For that one you need to go for the higher program like training programs and other programs. So training program is like somewhere around 1 year, 7 months to 1 year. In that program you're going to have 100 hours of education activity, which will cover full spectrum of research from observational study to quality improvement studies to systematic review, meta-analysis, literature review, all those things up to the non-original research. So usually 6 to 7 publication you can get it in different national conferences and different PubMed index publications as well. And overall, after the end of the program, you can give exam for Mayo and NIH, and you can get certificates for this same research as well. Besides that, whatever your performance is, that and based on that, whatever group you are involved, the hospital will help you to provide as a remote research assistant program certificate, the letter of recommendation as well for your residency application. And we are having couple of groups, WhatsApp groups with Canon and the couple of people who match in residency, that we call it American IMG network. So you can join those groups and you can ask your questions to them anytime you wish. Thank you so much for your time, and we can start question answers now. Let me just give me 1 second. Okay. Let's start Q&A now. Okay. Anyone is having question, guys?